Shalom. Assalamu alaikum, my friends. So I am now going to make my rope, my chiton. It's called chiton. I'm going to make now. So the chiton has to be made of pure linen. So this is linen right here that I have made here. Woven with nothing else. It is only woven with linen, and that is it. It is seamless. It is going to be seamless, so it has to be made from one single piece of cloth. Making sure I have nothing underneath here. So when I iron this, I will have no little particles that are underneath it. I want it to be as smooth as I can when I cut out the shape of it. So I am ironing this side here to make sure that it is all in an evenness. And then once that is done on that side, then I can move it all coming down this way. And I want to make sure that, it's all flat. So when I draw the pattern on it, it will all be even for me. almost halfway done. Now on mine, I am also going to be adding a hood to the top of this one as well. And I will show you how I do that in the video. And people will be asking me, why are you making this? Why are you doing this? Well, because the time is about to arrive. And I have to get prepared for the time that's coming. So a lot of people will be thinking, oh, this is not true, this is not true. I am about to start creating earthquakes at certain places. I'm about to start speaking it. Not that I am not the one making it. Most High God is making it. But He has told me to do something, and then we will start pronouncing judgments upon the earth and start to punish those people who are not listening or paying attention to His word. You understand? So I had a comment from one of my channels, YouTube channels that I have, from a female, I believe, and she said, I don't believe in the Mahdi. I believe in the Quran, but I don't believe in the Mahdi. And she says, I don't believe that God has a son. So I told her, I said, okay. So you don't believe that Jesus is God's son, but in the Torah, and that's a book that you would say that the Torah is a word from God. Yes, you believe in it. Okay. So then I asked her, I said, okay. So in the Torah, if you go to the genealogy of Adam HaHawa, or Adam and Eve, you will discover that Cain and Abel are not in his genealogy. All right, they're not in his genealogy. And then you will discover that as you go and read his genealogy, it is stated that Seth was made in the image and likeness of Adam, and Seth was Adam's son. And it goes back and it says that after Seth was born, Seth was Adam's son. And it says that Adam was the son of God. Yet you will believe, you will say that Adam's the son of God. And you will say that you yourselves are sons and daughters of God. And then I say this to them. I say, how can you be a son or daughter of God if you are created from the blood clot or the clay? Yeshua was spoken into existence. He was spoken. He was not created by hands and formed out of clay. Nor was he conceived in the manner that you and I were conceived, from a sperm and egg. He was spoken into existence, which makes him different than you and I. He's not like us. He's not like a man in the manner that we are. So I told her, I said, you're in error. And I said, you need to go and learn about Jesus. That's the Muslims' problem. They listen to their imams and their ayatollahs and all their dumb teachers. Oh, and then she even said that the scribes had messed up the Quran. The Arab scribes messed up the Quran. And that is true. I mean, but all books have been altered by scribes and kings and queens of the earth. But it doesn't change the living truth. So you can know and understand that in the Quran it is stated about the Virgin Mary and that Yeshua was spoken into existence. I don't need an imam or an Ayatollah teacher to tell me that. That is written in the book. Right? You understand? That's in the book. So then I asked her a question. I said, tell me this. In the days of Moses, when Moses had the Ark of the Covenant, I said, the Ark of the Covenant, what was inside the Ark of the Covenant? What did they put in it? They put in it what? The law, which is the word of God. So they put the words of God that were written by the hand of God himself, right? It even says that the hand of God wrote it in the rock. And then later Moses had to rewrite it because he broke it. And that right there tells you and explains to you, look what they did to Jesus. They broke him, beat him, broke him. And the very own word that God wrote with his own hand. Look what they did to it. He took it down the mountain and he smashed it on the calf. Right? So you say that Jesus is not the word of God? So I said, what did they put in there? And they had a staff as well. Wasn't it a staff? There was a staff, a rod, Aaron's rod, that budded. And they had the law was inside the ark. And then I asked her, I said, when they go and they created the tent of meetings, or basically a temple, they tried to make a temple in the desert. They used rugs as the walls and the ceiling, skins, rugs, that type of thing they used. So I asked her, I said, why did they put the Ark of the Covenant inside the Holy of Holies? And why is it called the Holy of Holies? And then I said, why did Moses go inside the Holy of Holies to the Ark of the Covenant? Who did Moses go in there to speak to? If the only thing that was inside the ark was the written word and a stick, right? The written word and a stick. Well, who was Moses going in there to speak to then? Who else was inside there? Oh, so the Most High God dwelled inside the ark. He was inside the ark. And Moses would go inside this ark. It is even said in some of the prophets had said that during the time of the casting away of Israel from God, it is even said that he saw the ark lifted up and leave Jerusalem. Leave Jerusalem. He saw the Spirit of the Most High God lift up and leave Jerusalem because of the foul things that they were doing. So I said, well, who was in the ark then? And then I reminded her, I said, do you not realize that Yeshua is that living ark? And the Quran even verifies this, because the Quran says, I will put my spirit and my words inside Isa, inside Jesus, the gift that was given to Miriam. It is written in the book, it is written that this is what he did. So who is the Ark of the Covenant? And why is it now called the old covenant, the new covenant? Do you understand why those words are being used? What was the old covenant that God had? Oh, that was the Ark of the Covenant that was made of gold and acacia wood. Gopher wood, right? That was that one. So then I said, okay. Now I have to show you this. I have to make sure Okay. All right, that is good. So it will be right in there. So now let me get my pencil. And an airhead. Candy, candy, candy. Candy, candy, candy. Do you want some candy? Oh, there it is. Oh, look at that. So, now this is seamless, which means it is a whole piece, one piece cloth. The only stitching that they're going to have is going to be on these inseams. So I'm just going to reach forward here. So as you see, I'm sitting like this. My knees are aligned with my neck area here. And you want this to kind of come down. So I'm just going to reach like this in a normal fashion and just kind of draw this line and let my arm create the, what do you call that? A compass. You know, when you have a pencil and you do that circle, you make a circle. So what I am doing is I am just creating it just like that. That side. Then I'll go over here and I'll do the same to this side. And you want it a little wider at the bottom because you're walking and you don't want your legs to be like a real tight. Otherwise you cannot run, you cannot do anything, right? So once I have gotten that outline done, it is here, 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 and here. Make sure that it is even, right up in here. This is important to make sure that these lines are even up here, which they are, because I can just go like this and just take my hand forward and boom, it's sitting perfectly right on these lines. Okay? And so now it's going out like so. Up in here, We will have it taper up straight like this. And this is this part right in here. Okay, just this is this, you can't see, this part right in here. And then from there, I am going to take a straight line straight out at the angle. So I am leaning forward like that. My arm is going to go into a straight line away from me like this. Okay, I'm going to do the other side the same manner, as a straight line with a slight angle, just to follow, like I am following, letting my own arm create that line. Just like so. All right. All right. Now, take a look. That looks good. I like that look. That looks good. So what I'm going to do now is I have to measure the length where my hands are at, or right there. So that is fine. We don't need to cut any of this at the top. None of that at the top needs to be cut, period. The only thing that needs to be cut now is just the sides that go out. All right, so let's get that going. Let me grab my scissors. to put a weight. Put some weights right here, so this thing does not move on me. Alright. So I have that. Now we have to do the other side. I will use these pieces to make a hood, and I will sew that onto it later. Once it is all stitched on these sides, once this is stitched out there, and then this will be stitched out there, that way it is a one solid garment. Let's take these weights here, move these over here on this side. Let's move. Okay, now the arm, this arm, the last one. Wow. All right. So this is what we're looking like so far. And that is my chiton. Now we will get some needle and thread, and we will sew this up. And I will do it by hand. So hang on, let me get the needle and thread all threaded through, and we will be back. Okay, so we are back. I have my needle and my thread right here. We're going to double it. And I'm going to start right underneath the underarm. And work my way down. The hard part is starting out because it's so long. But as it gets shorter, it gets easier and easier. If I had a machine, we'd be done by now, right? But this is special, so I'm doing it by hand. This is the boring part. As you see, I put my feet like this. It holds this whole thing still, so it does not move around on me. So that way I can get it going faster like that, you see? And just do it over and over and over in the same fashion. You want to make sure you pull it tight. You know, pull that string tight. So when they were casting lots, remember they hung Yeshua on the tree, on the cross, right? And then they took his clothes and they divided the clothes up amongst themselves. But his tunic, his chiton, they looked at it and said, "Oh, it is only one piece. Let us not divide it and tear it. Then it will be no good, you know." So then they cast lots for it to see who was going to get his chiton. I make a lot of things by hand. One of my hats, stocking hats I wear, I made that by hand. Uh, all sorts of kinds of things I know how to do. All right, the side right there is done. Well, for the first go around, I will be stitching this twice. We'll come here. Now we work down. I do not know if I have enough string to work all the way down the leg part, but we shall see. This reminds me, I made this because this is what I saw that man that came in my home. I saw him wearing something like this. It looked like this, what he had on. So we'll make it. We'll make one. I don't know how much time I have left on my camera here, or if we will be able to record this whole process of this whole thing from start to finish, or if I will have to break it down into part 1, part 2, part 3 type things. I know I at least have an hour to try to get this thing done. We have now reached almost the halfway point. Now we are at the halfway point here. We are halfway done with this side. Oh, it's so wonderful to have that good feeling to know that stitching is halfway done. And then once we have it halfway done and we finish this side, then we can say we have it, the whole thing, half completely done. I will still have to do the other side, and then we'll do the arms. And then I have to do the neck and add a hood. And then this will be done. Pure linen, nothing else added to it, pure linen. So that way we can sweat. You know, we're sweating. We want the air to be able to dry our sweat. We don't want to be sweating and stinking and be nauseous. That is a command. If you're going to be a holy man, you can't be a stinky holy man. You can't be a stinky imam. You can't stink and be an imam. You have to be clean. If you're going to teach the word of God, you have to handle it in a good manner and be clean in a good manner. So you're going to be out preaching all day long, teaching people all day long. You're going to be sweating. You're going to be nasty. I see these guys, they go to the corner, they call it something corner in Europe. Muslims and Christians and Jews all arguing at this place, right? You know. And I see them in their clothes and outfits that they wear, and I'm thinking, my goodness. They standing out there all day long, sweating hot, drinking water. You can see the sweat all over them. And I'm thinking, my goodness, you guys must stink. You stink, you know. And you want me to follow what you say? And you are not even dressed in the proper manner. Not fancy. I'm not talking you have to be a fancy robe man. No. No. It says this. This is all you have to do. Is to make one of these. And this is what the priest, the Kohen, the teachers are supposed to be wearing. Not all that, oh, mine's made of silk and cotton and this and that, you know. Colorful, fancy writings all over it. You guys know what I'm talking about. You've seen all of them. Oh man, look, we're getting down here. Oh, it's so exciting to know that. I hope I have enough on this to go all the way down without having to rethread it for a whole new thing. But I'm thinking this may be enough to go all the way down. It's a lot of soreness on my shoulder. My right shoulder, I can feel this is just, oh man, wearing my shoulder out because of the great distance all the way up, all the way down. Make sure I pull it tight. Make sure you get it tightened up. And then I can say, I made this myself. No one made my robe for me. I made my own chiton. You did not make me rich. You did not clothe me in my garb. The Most High God has clothed me in it. Gave me the wisdom and knowledge to create. So you can't claim ownership of me. You can't try to say, oh, look, we gave him that. We did it. We gave him this. We did it. Nope. Because I'm not one to belong to nobody's religion. I don't want people to try to grab hold of me so they can try to blow their minds up and or their heads up and think, oh, God loves me more than anyone else type of ideology from religions. No, I don't. I despise that nonsense. God likes those that are good. Doesn't matter where you are at, what dead man grave you're part of. Oh, we're getting down to the end, you guys. Getting down to that end. Look at that. Oh man, we have like that much left to do down here at the end. If I had a wife, my wife could help me on the other side. We could have a race. See who gets done faster. Me or my wife. Who do you think would win? Probably the girl. She would win. Because they are more used to it, right? They have more delicacy in their movements. I am rough, so I'm trying to be gentle, so you don't pull too hard and break the thread. Oh, it is there. Oh, we are down here at the very end, guys. I'm going to reinforce the very bottom with quite a couple of times around we go. Just to, I don't want it to tear and start to tear from that corner. Because, once that tears, because this is just one piece, any side comes apart, then the whole thing opens up. What has happened here? There. So we did have enough thread for it to go once down. That is good. So I can measure it the same way next time. And of course the bottom will be done a little bit more because, when you're walking, you're stretching, your leg goes out and it stretches that area. So there's more pressure on that part. Also on the arm, underneath your arm, when you lift your arms underneath the underarms, there's more pressure on those areas. So in certain spots, you want to make sure you are sewing it to reinforce it, to make it stronger. And that is what I am doing here now. So that size that I showed you earlier that I had left, that whole side right there is I'm going, this will be the 4th time. Now I'm working back down it. So I have done it 4 times. And then when I do it the 2nd time for the whole thing, I will do it again. So it will be reinforced many times down here at the bottom to keep it from splitting. All right, that looks good. I'm going to knot it up now. Where did I put my needle? Okay, so we have it there, but I have lost my needle. I just had it, did I not? I could not have put it very far. I was sitting down, that is it. What in the world? Okay, so now let's rethread this. Try to get that same length that we had earlier with the other one. There we go, that should be good enough. I'm so happy we are halfway done. Well, not really halfway. Well, halfway on this bottom part, but the sleeves won't be too bad because they're not really as long as the sides here of this cloth. I hate when it gets tangled. That's one thing I do hate about it. But all right, so now we will start here again at that same part, right underneath the underarm pit. So, how did you guys like the video I made about Musa? As you see, I kind of smacked all of you up the side of the head with that staff, did I not? With Musa's crook, I kind of whacked you guys in the head. teach you a lesson to call the Most High God a witch next time, huh? You'll think twice before you think you know what you're talking about. Trust me, I know. I have been corrected many, many a time by the Most High God. He has corrected me many times. Alright, so now we get this. Let's work our way down. I can't wait till it's all done and then I can put it on. And see how it fits, see how it looks, you know. I will bless it with my anointing oil as well. I will put some anointing oil on this, all that stuff. That is one of the things. See, I have been making and growing. Remember, I grow in the cannabis for these reasons. These are reasons. And then this whole thing, you know how you made it. You in Pakistan and Afghanistan and different places like that. You making tunics, right? And you putting them in the camel's dung. The camel's shit, you're soaking them in there, right? And then you dyeing it, putting dye on it and marking the things. Well, that's kind of like what I do with this, but mine is not, I don't put poop on mine, camel poop. Instead, I put the holy anointing oil on it. It has a very good smell, you know, so that way, like I say, I'm not a stinky teacher. I'm a clean teacher, teaching clean things that are truth and righteousness, not a bunch of lies from schools and scholars that go around and get certificates, that walk around and claim that they are greater than you and I. No, we are all the same. We are all sinners, man. We all need that Most High God's Lamb, that blood sacrifice that He Himself performed with His own arm in His own vessel, His own temple, you know, that He gave to Miriam as a gift. A lot of people don't like me because I put all their religions in their place. I understand. It's not that I don't like you. I like you. You don't like me. Why? Because of that reason? That's the only reason you don't like me? Because I am proving you're wrong? You should be happy. You should rejoice in that. That you now have the true truth. And you're not in a fitna anymore. You're out of that fitna. So now you can praise the Most High God, and Most High God will accept any and all your offerings. Have you ever wondered why maybe you offer, you pray, you go to masjid, you pay, you did your 5 salads a day, you did everything according to what the Quran tells you to do, you did it. You listen to your imam and your ayatollah, you follow them, but nothing in your life seemed to get better. Always got worse. You know? Why? Well, it's because you're not knowing the true truth. That what you were seeking, yes, you see, like if you watch that video about my Musa video, with Yeshua said to Musa at the pit, he said, yes, you will be rewarded for everything that people have done in those dead man graves. You'll be rewarded. Most High God knows your heart and your intention. You know, who do you think He put you in the lie? He did that for you. He created that for you, so that way when you get the truth, you recognize it even more. You know that God is even greater, you know. He's so great. That way, when next time you start saying, you know, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, now you really know why. And when you say He is the best of planners, now you really know why. So it brings that word into life. It's a greater for you to believe. It's more proof, right? More proof. Because we're fighting right now. Look all around us in this world. This world is trying to attack the Most High God and His Word. So very much. The Pope's trying to change stuff. Ayatollah's trying to change stuff. Everybody wanting to go along with the Dajjal attitude, the Antichrist movement. They're all practicing in this. It's okay for you to be this way. It's okay for you to be that way. We cannot be angry with them, this and that. Don't be angry at sin. Come on, man. You going to let sin run amok in your land? You are insane. You know what happens when the land is overrun with sin? The Most High God condemns it. That's what he does. I can't believe people don't understand that. If your nation starts to get too foul, God himself, who raised it, he'll destroy it. Look at the great nations greater than you that were before you, that they were good for a period of time when they were first get the birth born, and then all of a sudden, look, they start to fall, and then look what God does. Look what God does. So you shouldn't do that, you know. We should be fighting against people that are trying to destroy the Most High God's words and his truths. But we can't join together and unite as one fold and one flock because we have so many different stories and rituals and practices that we argue and fight about. It's stupid. It's so stupid. I guess God has had enough, so he said, hey, Christopher, you come here. I'm going to tell you stuff and reveal to you things that I have never told anyone else before, and you are going to tell the world. And I'm like, oh man, really? Yes. Oh, but I am not a good man. Why me? You know the things I have done. There's people way better than me. Way better than I am. They act decenter, like I said before. I don't know why he wants me. Maybe because I'm a strong man. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe because of how he had me born and beaten and trodden down and taken from family and rejected by family and everything. Maybe he is preparing me because I have already gone through these rejections and these name calling. I already know what it's about. You think you call me crazy. You could say, go take your medicine, crazy man. You think that to bother me? I have been called a bedwetter. I have been called butt cheese, stinky man. I've been called so many different things. You think what you are saying is going to affect me? God has prepared me already for the things that you people will do and try to say. I will not falter. Just like Musa, you try to make me falter from my truth? Shit, there's nothing you're going to be able to do. And if you do try, God has made me a martial art man, an angry man, a strong man. You know, you physically want to mess around with me. You're going to be tingling with a lion. You'll be tingling with a cobra. You'll be tingling around with an elephant. I'll trample you down like I was an elephant. You know, what other animal do you want me to compare me to? You know, they tell you about me in the Quran that in the Hadith, I am a beast. I am like a beast that will come out. So you had better watch it. Watch yourselves of what you say about me and do and all this other stuff. I hate it when the things get tangled right in here and not just got created here. Let's see if I can pull it through. I got it through. I don't know how many times we'll be able to do that. Hopefully, I'm trying to get by it. There it is again. Oh, there's a lot of them. It's a long piece and I can't bypass it. Thank goodness this is a linen, you know how it has openings to be easier to pull through. afraid doing that too many times it's going to eventually snap on there. So make sure you pull it tight. We are a little bit more than halfway down on here. Seems like this one has gone faster than the other one, doesn't it? Well, to me, anyway. There we go. I wonder what has been happening. I had some friends, they not want to be my friend anymore, I guess. My friend Mohammed Hafaz and my friend Aladdin. I have not heard from them in months. I guess they not like me anymore. They have rejected me. That is okay. I have always been alone. I am used to it. Even you too, Baron. I am always alone, so I'm used to it. It was, I enjoyed it though while it lasted, that I had a company and I could make a phone calls and talk to them. I enjoyed it a lot. Now I have no one now. I have people in Corazon I can call on my Facebook, but some of them, they don't know English, and then I have to speak to them in Pashto or Urdu or Farsi, and for me it's hard. I make a notebook of the things I want to say, and then I write it down so that I can repeat it back to them. But then they all of a sudden they think, oh, he's talking to us. Oh, look, and then they start talking to me in their tongue super fast, and it's like, I don't have any idea what you guys are saying. And I wish I did, but I don't. So I just keep saying, things to them and repeat it over and over, back and forth to them. And then I guess then they realize that I am dumb. Oh, he's not really. It's he reading off of it. He not know it really. I do know Stapalido Kosheleshwarm a lot, and Haltarefun Menakun. I can say those very well because I have, recited it so often that it has become in my memory. And I want to do more of it like that. So I have to practice. So like I said, I'm making this, and then I will be, practicing more of languages and stuff like that. I have to go and get some sticker tape things and write the word, like I take a fork or a spoon, and then I'll take a piece of tape and put it on the fork and spoon, but I'll write on it different languages of what it is. And then maybe all day long I don't use English or anything like that. I only use those words I'm writing on the thing to help me learn it better and faster. Even though I am waiting for God, because I have heard the Hadith. You think I don't know the Hadith about speaking in different languages? Even before I even knew about the Mahdi, I had a girlfriend one time. This was long time ago, back in 1996-7. And the girl I was with, we were reading the Bible, the Injil together. We used to. And she wanted to ask questions to God about who I am, these type of things. I know we were the young. I was only 18, 19 at the time. We were young, dumb. 20, I was 20. No. And she showed me this thing and said that I asked God about this, and this is what he said. He said, you are going to be speaking a lot of languages. I said, oh, I doubt that. I laugh about it because I did not fathom this. I never knew about who I was. Never ever did not know. And then I had another girlfriend about maybe 15 years ago, and we had been reading, and she was doing some asking, I guess, on her own. And she came to me and she said, I asked God about you one time. I said, really? What did you ask God about? Who you were, like, or this and that, and I said, well, what did he say? And she said, well, he said you were a great king. I said, I am a great king. You got to be kidding. I said, your imagination has gone wild, girl. You have lost it. I said, what have you been smoking on today? I am a great king. Are you insane? But that's what they said. I don't know. Then she used to say, like, all the girlfriends I had, they used to tell me they had these dreams, and I don't know if that's why I'm alone, because they having dreams that they would say, oh, we had a dream that this woman was looking for you, and they thought that they were dreaming that I had another girlfriend or something like that. They were dreaming, and they leave me because they think that they were dreaming that there was going to be something like that there was another girl or a woman that really was for me, or something that was supposed to be my wife or whatever, and they break up with me, they leave me. I not even do anything. I say, you're leaving me because of a dream you had? Really? Because of a dream? So one time I met my friend Mohammed, and they had some things about dream, and I tried to explain to the woman. I said, don't get angry with your husband, because they were married. They were married. I was not married to these girls, but they were married. I said, don't get mad at your husband based upon a dream. You don't know for a fact if that's true. That could you need to discuss things with your husband. You need to find the truth, the reality, the living. Don't just sit around following dreams. Dreams can be trickery. The heart is full of deceit. And maybe from your heart, you're having these dreams because of the things that are happening in your life. So never do that. Never, ever do that. If you have a problem like that, you go directly to your husband or wife in front of the Most High God, and you discuss your problem or your issue together with God. Otherwise you end up like me, all alone, with nobody or nothing. It's a miserable life. Miserable it is for me. I hate it. But I know that if I had a girl, I probably would not be doing any of this, making video or anything. That's a fact. I think that's one of the reasons God made me the way I am. Because I can't have you have a girlfriend, Chris. You'll spend more of your time with your girl than you will with the Most High God, so you not have a girl. In fact, I'm going to make you born a certain way that you will not really care much for at all. He did that to me. That's how I look at it now. Once I have realized, my thing that God has given unto me. Oh, look, man, we're down now to do that last bit over and over. I am on that part. Oh, I'm getting happier. We'll be able to maybe put it on soon. Oh, it's so exciting. So exciting. I will not do it slowly. Sometimes if I can make a video with some music in it, I will try to, slow it down or speed this certain parts up, unless where I'm talking. And then we will, have some music, and you can watch it like that, because this is boring. I know you would rather listen to a nice good tune than watch me do nonsense here like this. right? Even I know that, man. Even I know that. I am not a fool. No, I'm not a fool. I look like one. I'm not one. All right. There. Oh, we got that done. That is done. This side's done. That side is done. Oh, look at that. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can't just hide it. And I know. Maybe I'll put that song in, huh? All right, now we just have to do these here and that here, and then we'll cut out the neck, and then we will try it on for size, and then I'll have to put my hood. I have a hood, you know, we'll have to make the hood, and we'll put the hood on it. That's right. That's right. I made this myself. Yeah, that's right. You're not saying you got me in my outfit that I have. No, no, no. Now the arms should be a lot easier. This is the hardest. The hardest part is to thread this. I have been doing pretty good threading it lately. Got it. Oh, don't go through. Oh, there we go. Come on. There we go. Got it. Sometimes it goes through and then you're trying to grab it and it won't go. So here we're going to try to get it a little longer. All right. There we go. Right there. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. There we go. Now, we'll start back again with this part. Right here on the underarm part. And we will start it here where we had left off on the other one. We'll tie it in a knot right here. Double in a knot, a double the knot. You can make a long sleeve or short sleeve. I'm going to make mine a long sleeve. So right here now we have that. I have this sewn on this part. Now I don't want this the sleeves to be so wide. So what I did though, I want that curve that is naturally underneath the arm here, but then I want it to become straight. So we're going to come back out and I'm going to cut this back straight that way. You understand? We will take it this way. Like so. You see? Now we have it more of a looser sleeve, not a tighter, smaller sleeve. And now we will continue with it to come out from there. Oh, we are almost done, my friends, almost done. It has been so long. Still recording? Yep, still recording. All right. I'm sorry my back is facing you guys. Here, we'll move the camera. I'll move that camera. We will take it over here. How is that? That better? And then I would be able to do a Turkish dance. I'll show you my Turkish dance. I can do that dance as well. We will do that. I'll show you because this will work. It will spin around the bottom, will spin around and open out for us. We'll be able to do that dance. It is a poor man outfit, you know, that I have here. This be for a poor man. They probably have a fancier ones than mine, you know, in Turkey. They have much better ones. Once it's all done though, you know, I'll be able to put it on, but I still have to do it over again. I'll stitch it all up again, you know, make it stronger. Only the royalty have long ones that go all the way down to their feet. The poor, they're only a little bit below the knee. And that's what I saw that man wearing as well. That man, his did not go all the way down to his feet. Because his feet, I saw they were barefoot, and I could see I see his ankle, and then, you know, this part of it, and then that rope began. Now I know that my arms were inside here, so it does not have to be all the way, the sleeve way out here. So I will have to measure that section for my hand, but I will just go ahead and, you know, go down as far as I can go with this stitching here. I believe it is almost to where my hand had come out when I was spread open. I work it all the way to this line here. Let's see, right here. It's right there. So we lay in it like this. Oh, yes. That is a good sleeve area right there. It looks like it could stop right about there. I will give it just maybe a little halfway to this part here. Now right here at the sleeve part, at the end, I'm going to do quite a bit, because that is another part where your hand's at. So we want to make sure that it does not start to unravel from that area. Now I've gone up and down, up and down. And since this is long enough, we can work it back the other direction, so that way I have stitched it, you know, twice already up here. I won't have to do it again. I probably still will, but, you know, at least it'll be, I did not have to do it, but because it was already done. Oh, that broke off. Ah. Make sure we stitch it. Just back over on here. Go back down this way. Make sure I bind in that part where it broke off, gets bound back in here. So I'll have to re-stitch it anyway, I guess, so that is fine. There, I have gotten it back together the right way. Both ends are in it. So we will stop right there, because I see this piece right here I can use to tie this now. There we go. Give it a double knot. All right. All right, that sleeve is done. Now what we will do is I will give this a nice cut from the top here. There, that sleeve is done now. Now all we have is the other sleeve to do. I need to rest my back. All right, so now we are back on the last sleeve. We will start again right in that corner part of our underarm part. We'll tie it off there. We have another knot going on right in there. two knots now, and now I got two knots through here. Oh man. Ah, and it broke off. Ah, that is fine. What I will do is I'll just take this here, bypass those knots. Come on now. Just tie those together like that. With all these things wanting to knot up on me for, man. It's what happens when you try to use a whole long piece of thread that's been doubled, because of doubling this, right? I'm almost to where I need to cut it, and then we'll just go straight down, and hopefully we have enough. I'm going to go right through the middle here. There we go. I believe that is about the same length. Make sure. Yeah. Now we will cut into it this way and cut this straight line onto it and make it go this way and cut that out of it. Like how this turned out on this part, it's not straight. Right. Now we just have to go straight down it. We will be done with this, and then we can try it on and see how it looks and feels and fits. Hopefully we have enough string to get down there to the end. I'm thinking it's probably right about in here. So it looks like we have enough, but I'm not sure. We'll work it down here and see. Make sure we pull everything tight as well, you know. Let's see. Is that about where I have it? On my other one. So here's the center line. Yep, that's about right. All right. We have to do just a little bit more down. About 2 inches down further to even it out. Now let's work it back because this is the sleeve. We'll make sure that it's all nice and tight and doubled, and tripled. Like I said, we will have to do this again, you know. This isn't finished. It's put together, let's just say it's put together. And now we want to reinforce it and give it another stitching. Let's work this back down this way again, along the sleeve part. There's the siren again. We have to think about, pray that they are not hurt, right? Every day for me. Alright, we're working it down again. Through here one more time like that, so that way this can be tied into here and double knotted. There we go. And it needs to be cut right here. Voila. There we go, guys. It's all done. Perfect. Now we can take a look at it. Now I can put it on. Now we can put it on. I have turned it the right way. I'll need to make the head a little bit wider. Maybe not. Voila! Ha ha ha! There we go. How you like that? Ah! I have on my tunic. My CHITON. Here you go. Now you have we also have a mantle here. Or you can wear it this way. It is one solid piece now.